Good morning, team, and good morning, Bullitt County. Today is Monday, December 7th, and Monday certainly does matter. Over the weekend, I was reading a story. The topic was finding happiness, and it was a very, very short story with a powerful lesson. And let me share it with you because it reminds me of just our society today, and so many people are looking for happiness, and so many people are moving through life frantically trying to find whatever it is that's going to bring them joy. And a lot of times, it's right in front of us. There was an employer who stood up in front of his team of about 100 people. Now, a very small company, there's no strangers in the room. These are all people that know one another. They work together. They collaborate with one another. And the employer started to hand out balloons to each of the team members. And he told each team member, he said, I want you to blow your balloon up, tie it, write your name on it. And he said, tie a string to it. All the balloons were the same color, all the strings were the same color, and all the Sharpies were the same color. He said, I want you to write your name. He said, only about an inch tall. He said, small enough to where if you had the balloon in front of you, you could read the name, but certainly, small enough to where if it was from a distance, you wouldn't be able to recognize your name. And with that, he collected all the balloons. He took all 100 balloons into a separate room, a relatively large room, large enough for 100 people to move around in, and he released all the balloons to the ceiling with the strings dangling down. And he took his team in there, and he said, team, he said, I'm going to give you 1 minute. He said, I want each of you to go into this room, and he said, I want you to find your balloon. He said, I promise, I can guarantee you that at the end of the 1 minute, there will be a reward, and this reward will bring you happiness. And with that, he released his team into the room. For 1 minute, frantically, he watched his team members move around the room in an extremely unorganized fashion, and no one was successful. Not one. At the end of the minute, he paused his team and he said, I'm going to change the rules. He said, this time you've got 1 minute. And he said, but this time when you walk into the room, he said, I want you to grab the first balloon that you find. And he said, I want you to give it to a rightful owner. Ready, go. Within 1 minute, every single team member had the balloon that belonged to them. They had to do it together. In order to succeed at that task, it had to be a collective, collaborative effort. We can't expect to move around the workplace frantically, put all the work on our shoulders, and expect success from the team. We've got to be able to rely on one another. We've got to be able to depend on one another, especially in the workplace. As soon as I got done reading the story, it reminded me of what Zig Ziglar used to say. Zig Ziglar was a motivational speaker who passed away a few years back. But he said that you can have anything that you want in life if you help enough people get what it is that they want. This kind of this mentality and this spirit, it fuels the soul and it brings about joy and happiness when we can help those around us. So my challenge to you today, and my challenge for me today, how many people around us can we help? What can we do to make life better for the person working alongside us? And if we can do that, we will bring about a joyful spirit, and it will bring about some happiness within ourselves. We just got to help enough people around us. Mondays matter, and so do you.